Hello folks, welcome back to KSR Tactical Tip of the Week. My name is Rick Torres and I'll be your host today. We're going to continue talking about pistol work. Today we're going to address the issue of how to properly rack your slide and do combat and tactical reloads. Now there's a difference between a tactical and a combat reload, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Again, for safety purposes, I'm holding an empty magazine. Visual check. If you would come, please. Nothing there?
Nothing.
Okay, now you do have a bullet that I'm going to show something with in a moment. We're going to put it in the magazine, but we're not going to load it into the gun. Okay? So stay here for just a second. Okay? I'm going to remove my other magazine. If you would, please check. There's nothing there. Okay? We're going to rack our slide and put it in slide lock. And if you would, please do a visual and press check. If you would take your pinky, stick it in there. Anything in there? All right. Stick your finger inside.
Nothing.
All right. So we have a clean firearm. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to properly rack your pistol. We see a lot of techniques. We see a lot of techniques that are definitely incorrect when you're racking a pistol. I've seen people come out of their holster, do this, and grab their gun and do this and pull back with two fingers and then ride the slide back. Never do that. The pistol has a spring that's designed to assist itself in the racking procedure. If you ride the slide back, a lot of times what can happen is you can have a misfeed and your gun will be out of battery, so when you pull it up to shoot it, all you're going to hear is click and not bang. And that's extremely dangerous, especially in a combat situation. So, never ride your slide back. Your pistol doesn't need it. Second of all, I really do not advocate pinching the back of the slide, as this is not in your best interest, especially if you're trying to acquire a target and you've got all these manipulations taking place. This is not powerful. The way I advocate racking is pistol comes out, you grip the top of the slide, full hand, again, full hand, and as you rack your pistol, right, you're up here, you're on target. Rack, come to your shoulder, and you know that you're not going to ride your slide. Your hand is out of the way, so if you need to initiate firing very, very quickly, you can come back and secure, but you don't need to ride your slide. Again, real quickly, we're going to come out, going to acquire, and then back into my position. A proper presentation. You can shoot one-handed, you can shoot two-handed, whatever it is you need to do. Rack the slide correctly. Don't play games with it. So if we're talking about being in the middle of an engagement and all of a sudden your pistol goes into slide lock, what that is a sign that your pistol's empty. And so you can do a tactical reload by actually having your magazine already ready in your hand. You can do it a number of ways. You can slide it in between two fingers, pull out your magazine, secure, rack your pistol, and off you go. Now, if you're in a very abrupt, very quick, fast situation where these manipulations can cost you time and maybe your life, the way to do this reload properly in a quick situation is a combat reload where you drop your mag, insert, and begin. So the keys to doing these kind of reloads are, where is the magazine? Is it going to be in your hand? Do you have to go searching for it? If you drop your mag and you don't have another one in your hand, you're going to be searching for something in the middle of a gunfight. That's not a wise thing to do. So remember, have your mag ready in your hand. Some people like to hold it in the first two and remove here, working on top of an imaginary table in front of you, not down here looking down. That is extremely unhealthy for you. You must look at what situation you're dealing with, so as you're engaging, you know exactly what you're going to be shooting at without having to look. So again, always remember, whether you're doing a tactical reload or a combat reload, think of it as working on top of a table in front of you, nice and high. Combat reload, in, here. How you bring it into the pistol. I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm going to put my pistol in slide lock. I'm going to set it off to the side. Ryan, can I borrow that bullet, please? Yes. Okay. I'm going to put one bullet in here. We're not going to load it into the pistol. But normally when I carry an extra magazine, if it's in a pouch or in my pocket, I'm always going to keep it bullet forward. Because when I pull it out, I'm going to put my finger, that way I know I have ammunition in this magazine, first of all. Second of all, I practice bringing this finger into the channel of the pistol, where you load it. So you practice, the bullet will usually ride to the forward in your mag carrier. As you pull it out, you'll invert your hand, you're working in front of you, click, rack, and go to work. So it's important to remember how you carry your magazines may make the difference between you fumbling it or knowing exactly how I carry my magazines. I do it exactly the same for my AR as I do for my pistol. Always. The bullet's riding forward, usually in a mag carrier or in my pocket. As I pull it out, in it goes, no problem. Rack, and away we go. So remember, folks, always become very familiar with your mechanics and your equipment. It will save your life. Thank you bunch. We'll see you next time on KSR Jiu-Jitsu Tactical.